If a customer wants a pickle, you give them a pickle, right?
Calvin Cocoa Puff.
Hell yeah.
If a customer wants a pickle, you give them a pickle, right?
If you want a pickle, you gotta give him a pickle, right?
You guys still there?
Baloney Nation. Jim Deezy.
Woo! Welcome, folks, to Talkin Baloney, where our goal is to give you the pickle when you want the pickle.
Is that a request that people make?
Apparently, yeah. Apparently, everybody wants the pickle.
Yeah. Frightening.
Oh, man. Welcome. Welcome, folks, to Baloney Nation here. Me and the big guy.
Yeah. Huge show today.
Huge show.
This is a first time kind of show for us.
A big show, so to speak.
Ooh. Yeah. So let's whet everyone's appetite with a little
barbecue
special introduction just for this episode.
Pay attention, folks. There's a test at the end.
Are you supposed to be some kind of tough guy?
I think I know.
Dude, what are you coming up with?
Hello, are you there?
There it is. The big
Wow,
files.
man. That's a stroll down memory lane. My first ever acting debut.
That was Halloween 1997 when it debuted. Your TV debut.
Yeah. Man. Hollywood. You know, I went Hollywood, folks. What can I say? I sold out to the devil.
And you never looked back.
Never looked back. Never looked back. And that money kept coming in. And I didn't know what to do.
And now you have all the sponsorship money.
Oh, yeah. Jimbo Joe's Coffee, Dunkin'. Although they haven't sent us a check yet. McDonald's. But, again, cease and desist is coming. But good old faithful Jimbo Joe's Coffee. Sponsoring us to the end of times.
Yeah. That's about when they're going to debut, too.
Which apparently is coming a lot quicker now, from what I understand.
Should we talk about that?
I think we should touch on that real quick. Yeah.
All right. Before we get to our big files retrospective, it came out this week that someone misinterpreted the Mayan calendar. And all those predictions about the world ending in 2012, they were actually off by 8 years. And it's 2020.
So, essentially, folks, it's over.
Yeah.
Finish up your degrees. Don't pay anybody because it ain't going to matter anyway.
And this year was going so well.
To
think it's going to end.
This was like one of the greatest years on calendar record.
2020.
I mean, it's a great year if you've been out in the middle of the ocean for the last 6 months or 7 months.
If you took a cruise 3 months ago, you're still out on the ocean.
Yeah, folks. If you're, out there on the New Kids on the Block cruise or whatever, you're still out there, and you're probably not aware of all the stuff that's going on today. And hey, sorry to hear that, but welcome back.
Yeah, big files.
Big files. Huh.
So this was, how do you describe it in 10 words or less? It was a sci-fi parody.
Correct.
Starring Ty Bowie, Joe the cameraman.
That guy.
Not
That was
sure
that
who
guy
that was.
right there.
Buddy Cracker, and the Tuff Guys.
The Tuff Guys.
Now you're wearing something special today.
We came out, folks, today with a limited edition Tuff Guys retrospective T-shirt.
Special 23rd anniversary.
23rd anniversary. You act now, folks. For $29.99, you get an autographed Tuff Guy t-shirt, handmade by yours truly.
Each one is unique.
Unique. None of the letters are going to be the same.
If you wanted to say the rough guys,
It'll say the rough guys. Who knew? How easy it is.
Jim Deezy will customize it for you.
I'll custom your t-shirt. We'd
we're
still like you to
talking
buy the one that says the tough guy, so.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they want.
Yeah.
If you're going to spend $29.99
Yeah.
for a shit that says the rough guys, you probably got some issues.
Yeah. You're on the wrong network.
So, the big files. We're going to talk to Ty Bowie in the next segment.
Yep.
Dennis Grant. He was the creator of the character. He and I wrote the big files together. And then later in the show, we're going to have Buddy Cracker himself,
Ooh.
who's Lee Speary. He's now a wedding photographer.
Oh, the whole band's coming back together.
Yeah. So this really is our biggest show ever.
Folks, Ty is Hollywood, man. He is Hollywood personified.
That's right.
Like the real deal. He really lives in Hollywood.
Well, I think technically Sherman Oaks, but
Yeah.
he's going to Skype in from there.
Yeah. See? The Hollywood signs just over a couple hills.
So let's take a look at your scene. This is a just special edition re-edit done last night of the highest quality possible for footage from 1997.
1997, folks. I haven't changed a bit. Maybe 100 pounds or so, but
So that's Ty Bowie and Joe the Cameraman.
hey, it's Joe the Cameraman and Ty Bowie.
All right, now you may want to stand back. You never know how people are going to react to a celebrity.
Hey, we don't serve your kind here! Joe!
Oh, man.
Excuse me.
There he is.
Were you supposed to be some kind of tough guy?
Well, I don't mean to toot my own brag, but I have engaged in manly combat in the squared circle.
It's been quite an experience here at the USWF Crushers Gym headquarters.
Nachuka, Natoya, Walmart.
Bowie, you're alright. Me and the guys want to make you an honorary tough guy.
Well then, brothers, maybe you can help me out with a story I'm working on. Joe, come on, let's go. Hurry, we just got our next lead.
Bowie, don't forget, if you're ever in any trouble, call on the tough guys.
But not really appropriate for this type of area.
So right off the bat,
Oh, my gosh.
tell me what you remember filming that scene.
I just remember that my partner had no idea how to read lines.
Yeah. So that was Aaron Meekus. That was his,
simple lines. Simple.
that was his bar, the branch office.
Yep.
Do you remember who originally was going to be the tough guys?
No.
Well, there were going to be 3 tough guys. It was going to be you, Mad Dog,
Oh, Mad Dog.
and the Butchman.
Ah, had a couple bailouts on us, is what you're trying to say.
Do you remember what day we filmed?
No.
Mother's Day,
Oh,
1997. Do you know why they weren't there to film?
Well, I'm putting 2 and 2 together. I'm thinking Mother's Day and Scared of the Mother.
It was. In fairness to us, we did schedule the shoot on Mother's Day, but it was scheduled at like 8:30 in the morning.
8:30 in the morning, folks. No one's up that early except us.
Yeah.
on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, Aaron Meekus went from playing the bartender in the scene.
Real life, too.
Yeah. To becoming Tough Guy number 2.
Yep, honorary Tough Guy number 2.
And so, in fairness to him, he had no idea when that day started he was going to be in that scene.
I think we could have given him a month to prepare, and he still would have had no idea.
You're probably on something. So, that was the Big Tough Guy scene.
Yes. Great scene, by the way, folks. Instant classic. You see it in all the TV commercials now.
Oh, yeah. There's so much to talk about with the Tough Guys. There were actually plans at one point for the Tough Guys to continue on as a animated kid show.
See? See, folks? It could have happened.
Yeah. So, getting back to the Big Files.
Uh-huh.
The Big Files originally was going to air in May of 97. The show was completely edited.
Uh-huh.
It was ready to go. 3 or 4 days before it was going to air, the actor who played Buddy Cracker was fired.
I'm not laughing at you, buddy. It's too bad you got fired.
He wasn't fired from the show. He was fired from the TV station where we all worked.
Bunch of backstabbers.
So we had the choice of trying to remove him or not airing the show.
You already put all the stuff into it.
It was already done. So the show was delayed 6 months.
What were you thinking, Fox? Big Fox?
And the part was recast, and we refilmed it. So now what I'm going to play for you, that original version has, as I struggle to hit button, that original version has never been seen.
Oh, folks,
by anyone.
He's opening the vault.
Now we're going to look at a side-by-side comparison of a scene.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
I didn't know we had this technology.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I know you. You're looking for the secret government area.
Yes, I am.
Go right up there.
Don Hancock.
Go 2 miles.
Thanks.
Left and
Hancock.
right. Follow the
Hancock? That glory hound. You
And don't
could have
forget to
left
check
me
out the
room.
gift shop.
There was room. You. Excuse me.
That's right. What was I thinking? You're John Adams, of course.
Now, of course, what you're seeing here is a scene with Ben Franklin.
I was about to say, that's Thomas Edison. Well, I like the Ben Franklin version better.
The Ben Franklin version is the version that aired
Yeah.
and everyone saw. So what we had in those 6 months, we essentially had time to analyze the show and realize, we got this scene, we asked this girl for directions, and we drive off. We could do a lot more with that.
Heck yeah.
What if Ben Franklin was there?
And why not? Who doesn't want to get directions from Ben Franklin?
I was wondering if you could tell me where the secret government area is.
Oh, yes. That. Go up here to the light.
So at the end here, something very important
Take
happens
a
with Ben
left
Franklin.
and go down 2 lights and take a right past the Benjamin Franklin Memorial.
Oh, who's that for?
Go now, but don't you ever forget the name Benjamin Franklin for your own protection. I shall return, but first I have some unfinished business to do. Adams! Adams! Dude, it's Jimmy Carter, man.
He said it's Jimmy Carter.
Yeah. So what you saw there at the end, Ben Franklin in the Big Files is a time traveler.
Ah, all right.
And he's chasing John Quincy Adams through time.
Okay. Folks, we got a deep story going on here.
Yeah.
Pull up some refreshments.
this all comes back to that animated show I was telling you about.
Uh-huh.
It was going to be Ben Franklin and the Tuff Guys. And in this animated cartoon, they would travel through time, through different important periods of time. It'd be like educational, so kids could get something out of it.
So like the Tuff Guy's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah, basically.
What? So Bill and Ted stole your idea.
How long ago was Bill and Ted?
I'm thinking they got your idea.
I'll go with that.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure owes us money. A lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
You know, there's a third one that's
coming out, I heard. Yeah.
Like this month or something.
Yep. Should have been called the Tuff Guy's Most Excellent Adventure. But who's bitter? We'll be hearing from our lawyers.
Yeah.
Do we have lawyers?
No.
Can't afford them. Sorry, folks.
We didn't even have Tuff Guy shirts until this morning.
Yeah. Hot off the press. What?
It really does look good.
It's a nice clean white shirt.
Yeah. You can't go wrong.
Yeah. No armpit stains. Fresh.
So what we're going to do, we're going to pause for the cause.
Ooh.
And when we come back, we're going to have a very special guest.
Very special, folks.
Dennis Grant will join us.
Mr. Hollywood himself.
If a customer wants a pickle, you give them a pickle, right?
Hey now.
Hey, folks, welcome to Talkin Baloney. We're back with a special guest.
We are doing our Big Files retrospective. And right now, joining us all the way from Hollywood, California,
Mr. Hollywood himself,
Ty Bowie.
Ty Bowie.
Oh, that's
What
me?
is going on? That is you.
I'm Mr. Hollywood. Well, I think things have gotten rough for Hollywood then.
His name is Dennis Grant.
That's true.
Hi.
Hey, Joe.
How are you? Good.
Yeah.
You look great. You look great.
I love the shirt, Jim.
Hey, listen, that's for you right there. You gave me my 5 minutes of fame.
Not to spoil anything, but where were you guys at the end?
He's implying that in the story, the Tuff Guy said, "We'll be there if you need anything."
We never showed up.
No.
We let our wingman down, folks. We did.
Now, you had a question you want to ask Ty.
Oh,
I
no.
did.
You remember?
No.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, good show, folks. Great times. The scene when we're at the table and you keep saying the Lachuca, Lachoya, Woolman, or whatever. What the heck was? Yeah, what was that? What was that from?
Nachuka Lachoya Moleman. It's supposed to be. What was it? C-3PO in Return of the Jedi says that to the Ewoks to convince the Ewoks not to eat Han Solo and Luke Skywalker. They were going to roast them and eat them. People forget that. So
yeah. So basically, it was C-3PO speaking the Ewok language, explaining a story. So for some reason, Ty Bowie speaks Ewok. And he thought the Tuff Guys would totally get that.
I was unaware, and I will say that it was the funniest thing I've ever heard. Couldn't keep a straight face the entire time.
Well, there was bound to be somebody. But I think that I was surprised that the Tuff Guys didn't get the Ewok language. I think Ty probably assumed that everybody spoke Ewokese or Ewokian or... And the Mole Man is in there as a reference to when Ty was actually in the ring with a wrestler named Mole Man. I think he's in a flashback.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now is we got a little montage of Ty Bowie.
Ooh.
This is going to kind of set up the character as he was heading into the big files.
All right.
So Dennis will take it from here.
This is like the early footage
do some more voguing.
It looks great, by the way. I look the same now.
Wonderful.
Just a second. This is his first television appearance.
Hi there. What's your name?
Big scare. He was supposed to have a toupee on.
It's a good thing I always carry
Here he was stripped naked and teepeed, and here I am with Molly for New Year's. My tutor doesn't work. Problem I've always had. This is St. Patrick's Day. It's the first appearance of Buddy Cracker. This is the second appearance of the Paperplate Head. He was the kid that Ty
a New York group
encountered on
doing
the.
away with the front license plate.
We just
would
switched
save
channels
drivers
here.
Money.
Let's see what's up. This is Ty being interviewed by a competing news station, a rival news station at the time.
Channel 18 News.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We had just gotten back from shooting the wrestling show in Elmira. The big story.
Yeah.
They all started with big, so
easy to remember.
Yeah. I think we were just going to do one called The Big Mess. But we were coming back to the station in Corning, and they were doing a story about having one license plate, to save money. Simpler
it's an
times.
actual news story.
It is.
And they saw you in the parking lot, dressed up with a yellow jacket and a fake mustache, and they said, "This is the guy we have to talk to."
And somebody had the foresight to record this off their broadcast. It aired twice. They knew I was a character. They knew we worked for the competition, and it didn't seem to bother them. And then we used this clip in a promo for the show that we were working on at the time. So then they called and said, "You can't do that."
That would be a good opportunity to creatively express yourself.
Wait, Ty Bowie?
Yeah.
They got his name wrong.
So I think of all the things that was a red flag to them, it was that, hey, who could possibly be named Ty Bowie? Clearly, this is where we draw the line. And then they just assigned me a new name. So it makes you wonder how many other...
Like the Todd.
Oh, yeah. They're still doing it. Trust me. They're still doing it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We have here Bob Bailey, the president of the USWF.
And this is from that show.
Bob Bailey.
This is...
Bob, what's going to happen to me
There's
now?
the original Buddy Cracker.
The guy with the plate
There's
on his head.
Plate Head again.
The mole man's manager.
That's Mole Man. That's Mole Man, Jim. See?
Oh, all right.
But I don't know whether that means I won in our little competition or we won in the big.
There's Molly and Tim again. There's Molly
Ty
again
Bowie
and Tim for Race Fever.
Oh, God.
Ty Bowie.
There I was, now naked as a jay.
Oh,
we're on.
Great graphics, as always.
You can take a look here.
This is the legendary clip.
This is a legendary clip that has been seen worldwide on Dick Clark bloopers and practical jokes.
Really?
Not just there though.
Also, yeah, World's Funniest with James Brown. As you'll see.
Yeah. and then other folks kept asking for the same blue.
Yeah.
Whoops. Well, we've looked
And there's your first appearance.
Buddy! Buddy!
So on this Halloween edition, Joe the cameraman was a heavy drinker. And we were in the basement where everything is black and white. Yeah, because it was spooky.
It was a reverse. It was a reverse Wizard of Oz.
Buddy! Oh, hi. We were just talking about you, about your expertise. You're a jerk.
What is that he's holding?
Yeah. And
we hand out bundles of wheat.
Oh, beautiful.
Sorry, folks, I just can't stop myself when I get excited about New Year.
And we help build the reputation
hello,
of the
we've
station.
got our special guest,
With
Cabbage Driver.
fantastic.
Ready to drop the New Year's cabbage. Not yet.
Still recovering.
Drop it, Skippy!
There's Skippy Hopper.
That's no leprechaun.
That's there he is in animation form, so to speak. Technically, it's animation because it moves.
Appears to be a lot of drinking at the station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that gives you a nice overview of Ty Bowie, a character with lots of television experience, right?
Yeah, it sure does.
Energy.
But
I love it.
No, it was funny because at the time there were some that were like, this isn't appropriate for this area because they were trying to
the lines.
Well, yeah.
And that's how that ended up in the show.
Yeah. And it was true. It was true. And I think if you watch some of I think that was probably a collection of like the best stuff. So that gives you an idea of how bad it was. So, but it became, I realized that when we were doing the Ty stuff, it sort of became the only constant there from the beginning to, well, they're still around as far as I know. I don't know if anybody's still doing Ty there, but
their show's not funny at all anymore. Nothing they do there is funny.
All right, now you may want to
We
stand back.
played this in the first segment, but this is just the Tough Guys scene again. If Dennis, you want to share any stories you have from it?
I do not.
Very
No,
good.
it's just no.
Who's the bartender?
Madge.
Madge, and how did she get the role that day?
There were no other bartenders in the area. I think according to the original script, there were 3 tough guys.
Yeah.
Were you supposed to be some
And in fact, Jim, you say at one point after the Nachuka Latoya, it was Nachuka Latoya Jackson and Mole Man, who's back there. There's Mole Man. There were in the script.
Yeah.
Me and the guys want to make you honor a tough guy. Like maybe there's one in the restroom somewhere. It's like, so, Joe, do you know who the original tough guys were?
Yeah, it's supposed to be my brothers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And they
We
no-showed.
talked about it. As you might not remember this, Dennis, but we filmed that on Mother's Day in 1997.
Clearly.
And that's why there was a problem getting the other tough guys.
Yep. Apparently they missed the bus.
So,
or the cab ride or whatever.
So tough guy number 2, that was Aaron, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was supposed. Why do I feel like I'm on a quiz show here? Sorry.
Yeah. Aaron would have been the bartender.
The bartender.
Yep. Yes.
Butch and Mad Dog would have been the other tough guys.
Yep.
And Madge would have been holding the microphone for us, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
You guys really adapted on the fly.
So for a small scene, a lot was going on that day.
A lot was going into making that scene happen.
And it was actually tough to get the branch office we had to be there at a time when it was completely empty, and they were willing to show up and open just for us, which is why it was a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like we could say, we'll just do this another time. When your brothers didn't show up, it became, okay,
we're
screwed. Put this shirt on and stand next to you.
This shirt.
Yeah.
I think the line might have ended up, me want to make you an honorary tough guy. And Joe would have been getting his own drinks behind the bar. We would have done whatever we had to do to finish
to film something that day.
Yeah, just something.
Listen, the Big Files is awesome. It's awesome from start to finish. It's awesome.
Have you guys talked about the according to the
version?
Yeah, according to the script, the tavern was actually called Tuffy's Tavern. Did you know that?
No.
That was before we actually had a bar to film at. The original concept was it was going to be Tuffy's Tavern, home of the tough guys.
And I swear to you, we would have done it in a tent in the woods and called it a tavern if we had.
That's kind of what we did for the rest of the scenes of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And what we had to do
comes in handy.
And what we had to do when there was a personnel change at the station, and we finished the entire show, and then there was an issue with Buddy Cracker, and so
yeah, we went over that in the first segment.
Thank God.
And you mentioned Buddy Cracker. We're actually going to have him on the show with us, and that's going to be coming up next.
I don't believe you.
Baloney Nation.
Forgot the line.
There you are.
Hey, welcome.
We are back, and now we've added another guest.
Folks, we got the original cast. The original cast. The movie stars themselves. Mr. Hollywood, Ty Bowie, and Mr. Lee. In the studio. Well, not in the studio, but live, coming from secured bunker locations during this quarantine. There they are, folks.
And we lost Buddy Cracker.
Oh, man.
He says, beware.
You can't argue with that.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
Get yelled at later for not putting it back up. That's okay.
Don't take chances.
No.
So, Buddy, since you just joined us, give us some recollections of your time on the Big Files.
Well, you see, man, it was kind of a hard time back in the day there, working for Ty Bowie over there. No, it was really a lot of fun because I think I was just out of high school or still in high school. I can't completely remember, but I just thought that was really cool to be on TV. And, back before people had YouTube or a video thing in their hand, it was really exciting to be on TV. So just following around Dennis and Joe, I was like, wow, whatever you guys want me to do. Except for Dennis, picking on my terribly acting all the time. And this is why I have self-esteem issues to this day.
Sorry about that. Look, in my defense, there was a car coming.
Oh, man. My favorite things about that was I was just walking by the Crystal Cinema Theater the other day, too, because I was going to do a hike up there. And I remember that there was the... my camera's over here. But I remember there was that whole graffiti wall behind there with, the devil and all the... was that there? I don't know. Did you guys put me in a just blindfold me?
That's right.
Is that where the Ben Franklin scene was? Behind the...
I did. We did it.
The Crystal Meth.
It's a good thing I always carry inflatable dolphins with me.
What's up?
So this is a big scene for Buddy.
Well, I can only see part of it.
It's a letter from Skippy.
Oh, I can see more of it. I can only see Dennis.
I'm not in the scene.
Oh.
Man, what special
He's
effects.
gone. Oh,
Dude, we'll never know if he's gay
Oh
or
my
not.
word, yeah. This just got sent to me on YouTube the other day too, and I finally got to rewatch it. And I had a tape, but it was all messed up. Thanks, Abigail.
Cast off the stone, cast off
She was doing you a favor, I think. She was trying to help you.
Yeah, she's trying to help me get the tape there, but it was all chewed up in the middle. And then plus, I don't remember the last time I saw a VCR.
I skipped off in such a hurry, I left the cabbage behind.
Folks, a
looking at one
VCR is a device used to put those tapes into play. So, folks, prior to 1990, a VCR was a video recorder with tape.
And now they're used to dispose of VHS tapes. Put them in there. And I gotta write that one down.
Would that be pre-high definition?
That's like almost pre-standard definition.
Wow.
Wow. Don't even think it rates to 480p or whatever.
We clearly had no definition in that show.
That's true.
I was just excited anybody wanted me on TV at the time. I don't know.
Well, we were desperately.
Yeah, desperately.
Oh, you were good. I think it was a blessing in disguise. I know we were like very frustrated when we had to re-edit the whole show. I mean, I guess I understand what happened behind the scenes with it, but to just totally replace a character, replace a whole edited show, and reshoot,
So
but it worked.
At the a scene comparison between the original version.
Does that make me Don Cheadle?
No, I think Lee's version was better though. He had more character at the dumpster.
Yeah,
he did. He had more character. You got my vote, Lee.
Jim, what are you coming up with?
No, it was great to go back and watch it again after all these years because I was like, wow, Dennis was right. He was kind of easy on me. I really was a terrible actor. I'm like, more emotionally. Oh, look, I just knocked him down or something. No, that's not
How ironic we were worried about you remembering the lines when clearly it wasn't an issue in the original. There was no craps given about whether we were on script or not.
No. Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's like, wow, it's so long ago. I'm trying to remember. I just remember being.
Eating that cabbage.
I remember eating that cabbage a lot.
Can you think of any other TV special that focused so heavily around cabbage?
Didn't we go one time? I
can only think of 3 of them.
That video, we went to my parents' house and it was at Run Bailey.
Oh yeah, that's right. See, everything is about cabbage.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I was wearing the same clothes too, I think.
But after I watched it again, I remember that the story was it was kind of cool.
The Big Files?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Where's that Jerry Garcia guy? What happened to Dennis Mann?
Oh man, he was great. He busted his butt for us, and
Dennis Mann is agent number 1, as seen behind the dumpster.
There. He was so, and I remember I was watching the video. I was like, wow, he was so into it. He just gave his complete passion to that.
We see the Big Files now. It's on YouTube. Millions are discovering it as we speak.
By the hundreds, they are.
Hundreds.
So, how's it feel to be back in the spotlight as Buddy Cracker, Lee?
Oh my word! All I gotta say is, when is the sequel?
Ooh.
Dennis, that puts everything on your shoulders right there.
When's Ty Bowie coming out of retirement?
I don't know. I mean, we thought about what I had like a really dark vision for a sequel at this point, and I think it was probably too dark. But
It's,
I not enough.
It's 2020. The world's about to end. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's over anyway.
dark is like it's a sliding scale.
But, does the
Very
dark version have room for a tough guy?
Well, yeah.
All right, that's a possibility. It sounds like.
See, when I was first approached about having this conference today, originally I was going to be in the Buddy Cracker outfit. I was going to go up in a field and pretend I had been living there for 24 years. I tried to convince my girlfriend to put on this like Aborigine makeup and just go by the name Muck Muck, and that's where Buddy had been for 25 years, living in the woods. But
see, that's the beauty. You didn't have to do that because you just explained it. You didn't have to go to all that trouble.
Production cost done.
Maybe you're onto something. We don't have to film a sequel. We can just talk
about
it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We could do like a radio drama.
Ooh. Actually, I like that.
Yeah.
Somebody could draw up just storyboard sketches and we could just pan them over the whole time we're explaining what happens. Like a deleted
scene. Good ideas.
Well, I think we should probably do that for the original, so people understand what's happening.
I think you need a sequel.
But when you look at the original, and compared to like the changes we had to make to include you as the new Buddy, you watch them side by side, which I do every night. I mean, which I've done, and it's no contest that the one with you, we had some actual comedy in it. So
it was funny.
Yeah,
it was.
I don't remember the originals with the bourbon guy or whatever his name was.
Burt.
Yep. I can say that not only having you as Buddy made it better, but we were able, because we were forced to reshoot stuff and recut it, we were able to include Benjamin Franklin finally.
That's awesome. This is how every DC Comics movie is made too.
The special edition, you would say. We need more Benjamin Franklin in this show.
That guy was great. I still love the little dimples in his like head there. It's great.
Yeah. Purely there was an accident in his time travel adventures.
TARDIS is too small.
Excuse me. Say, I know you. Aren't you?
Well, yes, I am.
John Hancock.
Hancock? Hancock? That glory hound? You could have left me room. There was room.
Excuse me. That's right. What was I thinking? You're John Adams, of course.
Would he yell at me as Ben Franklin?
Benjamin Franklin Historical Society. Oh, who's that for?
Oh man, I think I saw that guy once.
It's
but
a small world because Paul Stillman played Ben Franklin. His son Richard later worked at WYDC as a master control operator.
Richard Sherman?
Oh, bring him out! Bring him out! Bring him out!
Oh, and coincidentally enough, on the phone right now.
He's too punk rock for this show.
Oh, we're out of time. We gotta go.
We're gonna do a sequel. When's the last time you've been to New York?
I think I'll be able to go back in probably a couple months.
Is that when the
yeah, everything's settled legally, I can get back there.
Is the poll finally is up?
Just in time for the second wave.
Yeah, I do wish that we had included more with the tough guys, though.
Me too.
Yeah.
Sequel's got to be. It has to revolve around the tough guys. Like they got to find their tough again.
Oh boy, did my idea ever!
I like your thinking. We got to find some more tough guys too.
Maybe there should be like a group of Russian tough guys.
Ooh.
We could just do like Rocky IV, but with like.
I must break you.
If tough guy number 3 dies, he dies.
Ty Bowie, I will break you.
Yeah, originally we were going to do it animated, and I started doing sketches of it, drawings of Ben Franklin and the Tough Guys, and they were going to travel around in an invention of Ben Franklin's own design. And this was back, how long ago was this? Like 30, 50 years ago? And that time machine was a hot tub.
Hot tub time machine stole your idea.
Never heard.
Ben Franklin actually invented the hot tub. So Dennis, in his infinite wisdom, decided if he invented a time machine, it would also be a hot tub.
What?
Yeah.
In Hollywood, those bastards
stole your ideas.
Yeah. They used their psychic brain trust to pry into our private thoughts.
I kid you not, in high school, and I know I still have those 8mm tapes to back this up. Not the snuff stuff, but the 8mm tapes that I have. In high school I was filming this TV show movie I wanted to do that was about a futuristic spaceship delivery service, and then a couple of years later there's Futurama.
Now that I don't believe.
The number you see at the bottom of the screen is a hotline if you want to call and help Lee out. Just
we'll get our best people on that call.
All right, guys. It's great having you on.
Man, guys, it's been awesome seeing you guys on this show.
Yeah. This was really cool. I was really looking forward to this. I'm all down for a sequel or a podcast, whatever.
Dennis, final
What's
thoughts?
That? I was looking forward to this too.
All right.
No, it was fun. It was fun. We'll try to get some of that stuff, some more stuff online and fun stuff that people can see. And
what's the best YouTube channel to keep up to date on Ty Bowie?
Ty Bowie? Just do a...
So
I think it's just
Ty Bowie.
Yeah, type Ty Bowie in your favorite YouTube search engine.
And how many channels will pop up?
I think it's down to 13.
So pick one of those. You'll get lucky.
Pick one.
Isn't it? And that's what life is all about.
Choices.
Cabbage.
Cabbage.
Gives me gas.
All
right. Ty Bowie, awesome. Lee, awesome. Ty, you haven't changed a bit.
What? Buddy, you haven't changed a bit. Jim, I only have one question for you.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to be?
What are you, some kind of tough guy? I remember my one line.
All right. It's too real.